bring these people in.
Here we go. Yo. Oh, just make sure you speak into the mic so you can
Gotcha.
You want?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because some people go like this.
Can hear them.
All right. Hey, baby, it's your boy, Call Me Sativa, RT Worldwide, Icon Radio. We here, we back. We got a special show for y'all, man. You know how we do it, but I'm right here with Riddy's World 2.
Hey everyone. So we're trying to switch it up. Instead of just interviewing rappers, we're trying to try something different, right?
Yeah, we're trying something different today, man. We got the man himself over here. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, player?
Yeah, what's up, guys? You know, I'm over here. I'm from Love After Lockup Mike. You guys love me on the internet. I got a huge following for you. You guys all know who I am. I'm just here. I'm just here trying to support the radio station, trying to get on Icon Radio and just tell my story.
Yeah, for real though, because man, me and Riddy are both really locked in to the show. You know what I'm saying? Like just in general. And I would like to say I'm glad that you're in Arizona because, bro, you're one of the few that go on that show and, you know, represents himself well. You know, because a lot of just from my point of view, I see a lot of like drama and mess, you know, go on with, you know, different cast members throughout the seasons and stuff, and you hold yourself very well. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate that.
That's why I believe a lot of the stuff that on your side. You know what I mean? Like I could just tell your aura.
Well,
is different,
she did freaking confirm it too. Like, you know what? Which part was like kind of messed up when she said, "That was your credit. That's your money. You figured out yourself to pay."
Yeah,
that was kind of messed up how she said it.
For sure, that was messed up.
I was like, what? She was like nonchalant about it. Like, whatever, I already spent it. Now you
it's your problem. Fix it. Yeah, exactly how it was.
Point being, like, it's some of the stuff we're hearing is just like complete nonsense to me. You know what I mean? But I think that, man, you know, we gotta have two sides to the story today. So I'd like to get to know you a little more. And where were you born, brother?
So, born in Lodi, or I was born in Passaic, New Jersey, but I was raised in Lodi.
Okay.
So I was born in Passaic General Hospital, which is still North Jersey. I was raised in Bergen County all my life, and then I came out here around when I was like 19, and just came to move out with my mom. My mom moved out here when I was like 2, and I just stayed with my dad. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a big change from Jersey to here, bro.
It's a huge difference. So my cousin came out here. He owns a house in Gilbert, and he comes back and forth. But even him, he's just like, yo, it's a culture shock. From West Coast to East Coast, it's a totally different move.
Facts.
Like West Coast, I mean, don't take this offense, but like people move a lot slower on the West Coast. They call that New York minute. They say it's New York minute. It's really, we move fast. People walk fast. Like even people tell me out here, like, bro, you walk super fast. I'm trying to get to where I'm going, bro. I don't know. I'm not relaxing. We're not on a beach. We're not surfing.
Right.
Man, let's just go.
My time is just chill. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on the go all the time, and
right.
That, you know, I've seen that, man. You know, I'm from California. Even being from California is a lot faster than here. You know,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could imagine East Coast, New York, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, that's crazy, brother. So what were you like as a child? You know, like how was your childhood?
I mean, as a kid, you know, I was a normal kid. You know, I was 5th grade, 4th grade. I want to be Spider-Man. You know what I mean? But no, as a kid, like I grew up. I pretty much grew up on a construction site, man. Like so, my uncles, my dad, my grandpa, all work construction. My uncles and cousins are all local union members right there in New York City, Local 12. My grandpa worked on the Twin Towers. My cousins worked on the Freedom Towers. So, and my dad's works for a GC in New York City. So, like, I mean, I was on construction jobs before, like, I probably formed sentences, honestly.
Yeah, so you learned at a young age how to be good with your hands type shit, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is one of the best things I ever learned in my life. My dad ingrained in me is a work ethic. Okay. Like, there's times when I was a kid, my dad would come into my room and he would be like, hey, listen, you want to go to work? You want to go to school? Yo, I want to go to work. I'm going to get paid. Like, I'm going to go to school. That's cool, but you're going to give me $20. And, you know, as a 11-year-old kid, $20 is $1 million.
Dude, $20 is the stretch, man.
You used to be able to get literally 20 things
Right?
at a dollar store. Now you go to $20 at a dollar store. They're like, well, it's $19.99 for this one item. Like, whoa, what the hell happened to inflation?
Bro, badly. Yeah, dude. I feel you on that, man. No, that's what's up. I think it shows though. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell that you're not a lazy person. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you work out. You make sure that you're on. You know you're not just sitting around type shit.
No,
is that correct?
I'm definitely on the go, man. Like I go to school full time. I work full time. I got my son, and I work out religiously. Like I got a fitness app, and it tells you right there. I've been on 18, 19 week stretch. I don't miss a workout.
Right. I know. You were on your ex about staying on her workouts. I see.
Oh no, 100% I was on it because like if I'm with somebody, I need them to at least take care of themselves.
Right.
Because if you're not taking care of yourself, then you're gonna be sick, and I gotta pick up your slack. Well, if I'm picking up your slack, I got another kid. I don't have a partner.
Ooh, game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask you this: what led you to go to prison? How many years you did, and what situation got you in there?
Okay, so so growing up young, I was all on the construction sites, and then when I got to like 14, 15, I started slanging, making money, and moving around with some help of relatives. And then so I learned it at a young age, and then when I came out here to Arizona, everybody knows the border's right there.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
easy
So-
access.
Right. So it goes from getting something in such small quantities that you're making pennies to like the world. Like you can get just so much. You can get a car's worth in 10 minutes. It just drive right to your house. So when I came out here, I just I kind of fell into the life and I started meeting people. And then I just started a distribution. I just really just started getting into it. I was in, I'm not gonna name any names, but 5 strip clubs around the valley. I had 15 plus girls who would take care of my stuff, do my things. I got
Smart, man.
I got arrested in 2014 or 2013. They raided my house in Avondale, kicked the door in, 6 a.m.
This will be your first time.
First time. So my first time arrested was from a fight, but like my first time like actually getting a felony was this when I got the door kicked in.
Damn.
I ended up fighting the case for about a year, but so when they fought the case for about a year, they gave me a year in Tent City with 10 years probation. And at the time, I was like, oh, sweet, 10 years probation. Now knowing what I know now, I was like, yo, that's a setup. That's a setup and a half. And so I did my year in Tent City. I got out. I had my son. And then after I had my son, I kind of fell right back into that life. And I violated my probation. I went to prison for 4 years.
What made you fall back into that life, man? What do you think was it?
Honestly, I wasn't ready to be who I needed to be at that time. I was still too much of a kid. I was still trying to have fun. And honestly, I feel like when I was growing up, I was too adult at a young age. I was trying to sit here and help family members and do things that adults were doing when I was 15, 14, 13, 12 that I shouldn't have been doing. Circumstances arise and things happen. You know what I mean? And I commend all the kids that step up and help their parents 100%.
Right.
But there's times when a kid should just be a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And like I honestly feel like I missed that part. So I felt like when I had my son, I wasn't mature enough to actually sit down and be like, yo, I got a kid. I got to act this way now.
Right.
And I was still trying to run around and do too much. And honestly, also the money. I could go to work. I could make $1,700-$1,800 a week, whatever it is. Or I could just walk down the street and walk back and make the same amount of money in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the temptation right there.
Right. As I got older, I start thinking about, okay, well, I could go make $1,800 in 10 minutes, but then I could go through 30 years for that $1,800, and that $1,800 turns into like $3 every 6 years, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's not a yearly. That's not an average annual salary, $3, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. That doesn't break down. The math isn't math in that one.
Right. Even my last time when I got arrested, because I got out, I was doing good, but like, you go to prison, bro. They don't in state prison. They don't teach you how to better yourself. They put you in a place with a bunch of dudes who are doing the same thing you're doing or doing it at a higher level, and let you all hang out.
Oh, you're just
Well,
gonna
yeah.
you're gonna learn how to be better.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna learn how to be a better criminal, and that's what happened.
Well,
when
obviously it didn't work if you went back.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, so I wasn't that good of a criminal, but I learned to be a better criminal, I guess, when I went to my prison my first time.
Yeah.
And when I went there, and I got out, first thing I did was hit up all the people that I met when I was in prison, and they elevated my game from a little bit to a lot of bit to more than some people.
How
could
much
ever
more?
imagine.
Can we say that? Like, how much more? Were you on thousands or millions already making?
I was over making $7,000 every 3 days before I got up in the morning. Just by turning on the computer and how I set things up, I was making $7,000. And then when I got up and started making moves, I was running through about $30,000 really quick.
Damn, yeah, that's addicting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No wonder you didn't want to go back to normal.
And it really, I wasn't doing anything with it but going to a candy store and throwing it on the stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just named one of them.
I know.
Yeah, my bad.
I went there too.
You just named one of them. I'm about to go to candy, man.
No, but yeah, so and then I got arrested, but I didn't get arrested because I was a dumb criminal. I got arrested because I was drug addict. I was strung out. I was a junkie, and so it went from making all that money to chasing a high, and I got to the point to where I wasn't even functional to the point to where I had everything lined up and everything ran smoothly, and then I got paranoid and nobody else around me could do anything I did.
Right.
And it made no sense. But at the time, it made sense to me. So I started doing things myself, which put me in the limelight, which just it led to my demise.
Damn, bro. Yeah, well, at least you're able to, learn from that eventually, you know what I'm saying? It's just all part of your chapter book type shit,
No, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot. And honestly, if I would have never done that, I wouldn't have been in the car crash that led to my arrest, and I would have never got sober. I'd still be.
Actually, you're right. Things happen for a reason. Because I think if you would not get caught, you'll still be not sober and still doing weird stuff, or getting worse. Because some people lose their minds.
Yeah.
After abusing for years, they're not there no more. So
yeah,
maybe it is a blessing.
Yeah, some people lose their mind, never come back.
Blessing in disguise, man.
It's a hard learned blessing, but it happened.
Oh man, you're pumping it out right now, man. You on the grind, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good now.
The right thing.
So I got this interview. I did an interview a couple nights ago. I also, yesterday, I don't know if you saw, but I spoke at a prison.
I didn't see that.
All right, so yeah, I got reached out by one of the counselors at Lewis Complex, and they're like, "Hey, there's a couple inmates who would want to hear from you. They're getting out in 90 days." I was like, "All right," and only 10 inmates came, and they told me, they're like, "Honestly, we just expected some preppy kid to come on here and be like, I'm on TV," and then when they started hearing me talk and stuff,
right.
They said, "Hey man, would you come back and talk to us? We want to go to the yard and get more people. Will you talk to more people?" And she hit me up. She was like, "I got about 100 inmates who want to hear you speak."
See, they can sniff out. You already know,
Yeah.
You've been in there. They can sniff out bullshit,
Right.
And they can tell, you're coming from a real place. You know what I'm saying? And that's big, though. That should make you feel good, bro. How does that make you feel that 100 motherfuckers? Excuse my language. Want to hear what you have to say? Because they could easily be like, "Man, I don't need to hear all that." You know what I'm saying? But something about you, they want to, receive what you got,
Right, and bro, honestly, it feels amazing, bro. So when I was in prison and I went for my business degree, I made a business plan based off of physical therapy and physical fitness. And as I've got out and started thinking and learning and evolving, I really just want to help people. I want to start speaking to people and help them recover. That's what my main focus of my business is going to be. I don't know if it's motivational speaking or recovery therapy or how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make sure that people hear my voice because I'm gonna help somebody. And that's just like I told the dudes I was talking to in prison. If you take 10 words from this and you remember them and it helps you, I succeeded.
What is helping out people and speaking to people do for you?
I mean,
like inside, like
it makes me feel amazing, man. Like, honestly, like, there's a lot of times in my life where I didn't have somebody who I felt like I could talk to and, like, I even wanted to listen to.
Right.
Because nobody went through what I went through. I did it all myself, even though there's probably a million people that went through it.
Right.
And now all the things that I've been through, as I talk to people, I can see the people who have actually been through it. And honestly, going to prison and understanding how people move, I can really look at people. I could tell a lot about them. I could tell their personality, and I can see where they're at. And a lot of people, honestly, they call me a dick because I'll look at somebody and they're like, hey, I want help. No, you don't. You're on bullshit. Get out of here. And I tell them straight off the rip.
Hold them accountable.
Well, and
that's the problem.
Right, but people don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear the truth.
They want a yes man.
Right. Oh yeah, you're doing great. Nah, listen, bro, you're fucking up. Get out of here.
Dude, if we're out and about, you know what I'm saying, and I got a booger hanging out of my nose,
I'll let you walk with it.
And so females are coming around. Don't let me walk around if you see it. Tell me I got a booger hanging from my nose, bro.
Right.
Like,
help me out.
Help me out here. You know, that's what I want. I don't want you to tell me, oh, no, you're good, bro. You're flying. Like, nah. You know what I mean? Like, that applies to pretty much everything.
I'll let you walk with that booger.
That's crazy.
She would. She'd record it and do all that stuff, you know.
You got a whole reel on Facebook. You don't even know about it.
You know, I'm about the content too, though. So you know what I mean. Like, I guess I'm gonna get you back.
Okay, so let's go back to my question is about, okay, so you were back in prison. You were there for a while. How you got with that girl that you married? Like how you were connected back? Because I seen that you guys knew each other since high school, right?
Right.
So at that time, she was in New Jersey too?
Okay, so no, look. So when I was a little kid, I came out here a few times to like try school out here and live with my mom.
Okay.
All right? And each time it never worked out. I lasted like a year, 6 months, maybe 9 months, got in trouble, and went right back. And my dad, like, you know, my dad even knew before he sent me out there. He's like, all you're going to do is you're going to get in trouble, and I'm going to come have to come get you. So I came out here my freshman year of high school and did high school right here at Thunderbird High School. And
shout out to Thunderbird High.
Yeah, I went to Thunderbird High School for a year, and Kaylee was in one of my classes. It was actually NJROTC. So we were in the same class together. And then, like, I mean, honestly, bro, when I was in high school, I had bottleneck glasses, braces, and the worst acne that you ever seen in your life. I mean...
So you didn't bloom yet?
No. And I was, in freshman year, I was 5 foot, 100 pounds.
Bro, because I was just going to say, like, the main thing that everyone wants to say is why. You know, like, what,
right.
What were you seeing? But, okay, so you're answering it right now.
Right, so I was like the super ugly duckling when I was in high school. And everybody hated me because...
You were so ugly?
Nobody really liked me because I didn't like nobody. And and people that would pick on me, I wasn't the one to take it. I was like the kid that like brought wrenches to school and like all sorts of like bats and shit. And like when you're like, hey, you got 4 eyes, whap, now you got a big ass lump in your head.
Damn.
And I grew up in Jersey. I watched my dad when I was a kid walk around like he was like just the like Zeus's son and nobody could touch him. Right. So I walked around with the same mentality. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And I mean it was bad. It was super bad. But so when I was younger and I'd walk her home from high school because she lived right on the way to my house. And then I ended up going to juvie right here in Baby Durango. And when I got out, I went and saw her, said hi, but then I went back to New Jersey. I didn't see her for a while. And then when I was around 19 years old, I broke up with one of my exes, and she hit me up and came to the gym that I was working at. And we started hanging out and talking for a little bit. And then we went our separate ways after, like, because we had an apartment together, and then, like, we split up. Because she lost the apartment or whatever. This long-ass story on how that all happened.
So y'all lived together and shit?
And she lost the apartment. Wouldn't that give you red flags again? Like, why you keep coming back to her?
Not at that age.
No, I was 19. The only thing I cared about is where am I getting my 30 rack? How do I get the keg? And where's the car that I put it in? That was about it.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
So and then we split up for a long time, and then when I hit prison, about like I don't know, like 2.5 years into my sentence, she came in. She hit up my mom to ask me where I was at. My mom told her I was in prison, so she started like religiously coming to hang out with me at prison, like for 6 months, sending me money, taking care of me. And then about 6 months before I got out, she ghosted me. Like wouldn't call my mom, changed her number, never sent money again, no explanation. And like up until that 6 months, like, yo, when you get out, I'm gonna help you, da 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 da, all these things. I was like, yo, what the fuck happened? I found out when I got out, the whole time she was coming to see me, she was sleeping with this dude she was working with. She got pregnant.
Oh.
That's her youngest right now.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah. And then, so I didn't say nothing to her. I just kept going. And I ended up hooking back up with my baby mama, my son's mom.
Okay.
And so we were together until the day I got arrested. Then when I got arrested, I was fighting my case for like 1.5 years. And then she comes back in the picture, hits up my mom again. Hey, where's he at? I want to talk to him. Because I guess like something happened with her baby daddy and she wasn't with him no more. So she just ran to the next available option. And I was like, yo, miss me with this shit. Like, you left me stranded last time. She's like, no, look. And she started sending me money. And I was like, yo, I don't really care about any of this. And then she started sending me money. And then I went to the SHU, and she was writing me like 3 letters a day.
Oh, so that's where it got you?
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, I'm in now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it love letters?
It really was. Like, she used to write me like, hey, we're gonna go on a dinner date, and like print like a huge thing that I had to unfold all the photos and like make like a dinner plate with like boom hearts and all this shit. And I was like, this is some intricate ass shit. When you're in prison, like you ain't got shit to do, so you're sitting there like, we're gonna figure this out. Your celly's helping you. We're taping this shit together. Like I'm like, damn. He's like, bro, you gotta talk to this girl. I was like, yeah.
Dang, she was
really there.
She knew what she was doing.
She was really like, she had the hook. It was a good hook. I'll tell you what.
What is it called when
a little tea party?
No. You know when they keep she was grooming you. There it is.
Yeah, she had some good bait. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Okay, so how did
she make you marry her?
Okay, so
and then tell us how you led up to being asked to be on the show or whatever with her.
Okay.
Like how that.
So I was on the when I got out of the SHU, like religiously, like I said, she was sending me money and everything like this. But she had like, so when I was in prison, I read a lot of psychology books and a lot of books, self-help books, to find answers about me that I wanted to know. Because everybody's got things about them that they want to change, or they want to know, hey, why am I like this? Right? So I started answering that question while I was in prison. But while I answered that question, I also found out this. I could tell other people why they're like that now.
Right.
So I could see like, yo, you're on bullshit. Or like, yo, you're like this because your family didn't give you enough love. So you're seeking love from other people. All right. You don't feel comfortable in your own skin. So unless somebody makes you feel like, unless you 100% have somebody under your grip, then you think they could leave you. All right. You think that 100%, if someone doesn't need you, there's no reason why they would ever want you. All right.
Damn,
based off past trauma.
Okay.
All right. And so I saw this in her, and like she has a 100% thing where she has to be married to someone to feel secure. If she's not married,
because of her issues with her mom,
issues with mom, issues with stepdad. There's a lot of things like it's not my trauma to share.
No, that's cool.
It's not my trauma to share, but issues that she has with her past.
Right.
And so her whole thing is like, yo, I really I need to be married to someone to feel comfortable. And I'm like, yo, all right, well, listen, if you're gonna hold me down this whole bid and be there, I'll marry you. Like, I don't ever see myself getting married, but I'll marry you. And like, part of me was, maybe if I get out and show her what a man looks like, she'll snap out of this thing. And the other part of me was like, the girls that I'm attracted to are really hot, but they're fucked up for me, and they leave me.
Please get a little deeper into that, because that's the obvious elephant in the room.
Okay, so look, the women that I've been attracted to, right. So the women that I was attracted to in my life, we're dancers.
Right? Oh, okay.
Right, we're
so
dancers. Right, we're dancers, party girls, like
Right.
the women that literally suck the soul out of you.
The
I mean,
ones you can't bring home to
like-
mom.
You
Literally
can't bring them home to mom, but I was the dude that was like, Mom, look what I got.
Look at me, mom.
Another
Look what I
dancer.
can do.
Right. So it was, and like all the girls that I was attracted to were like 100% bad for me. So I was like, yo, I gotta do something different. All right. This girl is the most plain, nerdy girl with a good job and has a stable life. It
Was it
seems
safe
like,
for you?
huh?
Was that like safe?
It wasn't like a
Option?
safe. It was like the best safe option that wasn't necessarily what like I'm used to. And I was like, yo, this is not what I go for. So this has got to be right for me because
So
everything
wasn't
else I
jail
went
talk? It wasn't just the whole, you know the jail
to. It's not.
talk.
It wasn't jail talk.
Okay, cool, all right.
I was really trying to like go a different route
Right.
and not go out and find like the bad option again.
I can respect that, man.
Well, to be honest with you, that was the bad option.
I walked right into it. Yeah.
So it's like everyone.
Should have stick with dancers.
Well, the dancers didn't work, so he was like, "Well, you gotta try a different kind of girl." When you do try the different kind of girl and it's still
It was
bad,
bad.
what do you do
Yeah.
now?
You see, yeah, it's really bad. Like and like so I've got to the point where like, yo, I don't want to date a stripper because I know what that entails, and like I get daddy issues are fun sometimes, but they're not fun all the time.
Oh my god, no, dude. 'Cause,
So-
I've tried that before too.
So okay, so you already knew how she looked at that time? Like,
Okay, so at that time, I haven't seen Kaylee in.
so you're still going back by the pictures from high school. That's how you're
No,
going
I
back.
haven't seen her since 2018, and we're in 2022. And she's telling me she's like, hey, I'm on Ozempic, and she sent me photos, and like, I believe she's got photos on her Instagram right now of her when she was on Ozempic, and like she went from where she's at now to like 130 pounds
Oh,
on Ozempic, and then
so you saw bright future.
yeah,
This
I was
could
like.
work.
Well, she went to 130 pounds, and then she started talking about surgery. Like, hey, I'm gonna go get a tummy tuck. I'm gonna get your boob. I was like, yo, it's a whole new body. I was like, we're doing good right now.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, and the thing is, like, I'm not getting out for 3-4 years, so this is a process. And by the time I get out, like,
She's gonna
I'm
ruin
I'm
it.
winning,
You take all the time
Yeah.
waiting and let it just build itself up.
right? And she's talking about she wants to work out and all this stuff. I was like, cool, we're gonna do this. She came to saw me in Victorville, California. And I had like 2.5 years left, and I'm telling you, she was like 150 pounds at the most.
Wow.
And I was like,
What
and
happened?
I was like, yo, I was like, you're fucking skinny as fuck. And she's like, yeah, I'm on Ozempic, da da da. And then like, I guess she had a negative side effect or whatever. That's what she says. I don't know the whole get down. I wasn't there.
Right.
All right, but she stopped taking the Ozempic and shot right back. Like by the time she came and saw me in Phoenix, she went from that 135, 155 back to 185.
Yeah.
Okay, so when she was on that, when she got skinny, that's when she got her tummy tuck and everything else?
No, so
'Cause-
she started researching the tummy tuck and everything when she was skinny, and the doctor said, "Listen, you're losing so much weight from Ozempic. We can't give you the surgery because I guess like if they have
Yeah, you have to have
be the
certain
same weight."
percent of weight so they can grab it and put it on your butt.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta be like you gotta maintain that for a while
Yeah.
before they'll do it. And so she had to wait, and then she gained the weight back. And when she gained the weight back, she stayed like that so long that she's like, "Hey, I found a surgeon in Mexicali." I was like, "So it's a resort, da da da. I'll be on there 4 days." I was like, "Cool." She put it all together. She's like, "Yeah, it's like $12,000." I was like, "Okay, cool." Like, I was like, "You got reviews?" She's like, "Yeah, all good reviews. My homegirl went there. She's got great. Like, she got a great upstairs. Everything's good. Like, it went great." I was like, "Cool." And then the last minute, she's like, "Well, my other friend went to somewhere in Tijuana, and she got it for $9,000, the whole thing, and it looks so good. And these people are talking about that I could save $3,000, and I'm just gonna drive myself." I'm like, hold on, this doesn't sound like a good idea. You've already had this other place planned. She's like, "Yeah, but it's $3,000 less." I was like, "Yo, I don't think it's a good idea." And she's like, "I was like, how are you driving yourself? Like, you're not supposed to sit down for like an X amount of time."
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's fine." And then she went down there, got the surgery, and like instead of staying 2 days to make sure everything was good, she drove right back. she ended up getting like an infection, and one of her incisions, one of her I guess drain valves messed up. She had a bunch of complications afterwards, and like it's all because she just didn't listen. If I go have surgery, I had my foot chopped off in my accident, and I got put in a cell, and they're like, "Yo, you're not gonna be able to walk." Okay, I just hopped around for 3 weeks. I didn't go like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fuck you. I'm just gonna walk." No, the doctor said I'm not supposed to walk. I'm just gonna stay off the fucking foot.
Right.
Yeah, y'all can bring me my tray to my cell. I'll sit right here. And she just didn't listen, and she didn't follow. And the doctor said, "Listen, the doctor even told her, because she sent me the message from the doctor, I can do all this for you.
Okay.
But to keep it is up to you. If you don't drink water, you're not constantly working out, you're not staying on a meal plan, you're just going to gain it all back, and you just paid me for nothing." And she's like, "No, I'm going to do it." And she's like, "No, I'm on my meal plan. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." And then every time she came to see me, she'd be eating like candy and stuff. I was like, "I only eat it when I'm here." And I'd be talking to her. She's like, "Well, I'm eating Rice Krispie treats." I'm like, "Yo, none of that shit is going to help you keep that surgery."
Oh my God. And you're going to be completely honest with her about...
Right. And honestly, I was a dick. I'm like, "Yo," she's like, "You just don't like me, blah, blah. You don't like the way I look." I'm like, "Yo, you constantly tell me you don't like the way you look because you feel like you're overweight, the surgery didn't work, all this stuff. And so I'm telling you, okay, well, let's fix it." "Oh, you're just agreeing with me." "You said it. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to lie to you. You said, hey, this didn't work. I'm gaining a bunch of weight. You're eating like shit. You could just tell me something else. I'm not going to lie. There's no reason for me to do this."
Is it safe to say that a big part of your guys' issue in your relationship was she just wouldn't listen to you? Like, I feel like, I
felt like she was the man of the relationship.
You should be able to have an input, and it should be able to, like, influence her to make the right decision instead of just, like, combating everything you say. You would say some things to her in some of the clips that popped up on Instagram, and she would just, like, right away start arguing and just, like, nah. Like, how was it dealing with that?
Yeah, bro, it is a pain in the ass, bro, honestly, because I would tell her, I'd be like, "Okay, look, I'd be like, hey, this is all we need to do. We just got to follow the meal plan. We just got to do this." Or, "Hey, listen," she's like, "Hey, I'm having a problem with my finances." "Cool, let's break it all down. Send me a list. And send me a list of how much you make, and I'll tell you what's going on." "Oh, well, no, I'm just going to figure this out." No. You obviously couldn't figure it out because you're asking me for help. And then she asked me for help, and I'd give her direction. She's like, "Well, I'm just going to do this." Listen, I just spent 45 minutes and 3 hours in this phone line to keep getting back on to tell you all this stuff. But now you're just not going to listen to me? My time, I might not be doing anything in here, but my time's still fucking valuable. Right. And that was the biggest thing. Like, 100%, if I'm in a relationship, I'm leading. This is what it is. I'm going to tell you where we need to go. And if you have input, that's great. But if you tell me, hey, look, all we got to do is walk through this wall and make a right, I'm going to tell you, hey, so that's probably not possible. And if you keep smacking your head against the wall, I'm going to be like, yo, you're doing it wrong. And if you keep smacking your head against the wall, I'm like, hey, look, the door's over here. And if you tell me, no, I got to go through this wall, I'm just like, okay, you go through the wall. I'm going to open the door, go around, and just sit on the other side, and just let me know when you get through.
That's crazy work, man.
It sounds like so exhausting.
Yeah.
I
had every celly that I was locked up with go from, hey, bro, this is the girl for you. She's down for you. She supports you. She comes to see you. To, yo, why the fuck do you deal with this shit?
Damn, that says a lot.
And, like, people in prison who don't have shit. And I had cellies who didn't have nobody out there to talk to, nobody to hang out with. And they would have been happy if anyone dropped them one letter. And they see all the things that come to my door. They're like, bro, you come to, like, the cell just stressed the fuck out all the time. Like, yeah, bro, I gotta fucking deal with this and this fucking shit, blah, 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 blah. And like, bro, why are you dealing with it? Like, you don't even gotta deal with that shit. And, like, because anyone who's done time knows it's easier to do time without family and people around than it is to do it with a girl or something like that. Because then it's just me. I'm just worried about me. I'm not worried about nothing else. Mm-hmm. But the moment you have to worry about something else, it's always drama. It's never like, hey, how's everything going? It's going great. No, it's like, The dog died. Somebody else got run over by a car. My nail broke. I can't figure out how to turn on the VCR, even though the green button is flashing. It's like, yo.
Like, damn, you're dealing with a lot out there.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm just going to go back to this.
I ain't dealing with nothing in here.
Right, I'm just going to go back to the cell and watch TV. I don't know what you got going on, but sorry.
Right. You got it bad? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Dude, how is it like, who came up with the idea to be on the show? You know what I'm saying? How was that brought to you? Did you bring it up? And yeah.
So Love After Lockup and the prison that I was at is a big thing. Like so in the feds, they have 5 TVs in the day room. All right, and each TV is a different race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have our little sections where we sit for our TVs. You know what I mean? And then everybody just tunes in with their headphones.
Right.
So that nobody's TV's blaring or anything. They're just respecting. All right. And so every TV, though, didn't matter if it was black, white, Mexican, whatever, all watched Love After Lockup Friday nights. So I watched Louis season. I watched everybody's season. We watched everybody.
I love that show.
Yeah. We watched it every week. And then one day they were like, hey, if you want to be on Love After Lockup, email me. So I emailed them.
Oh, they have like a little
email. Yeah.
Oh,
if you know somebody who's hanging out or in a relationship with an incarcerated person, message us. So I messaged them. Nothing. I told Kaylee, I was like, call these people, message them, get on them. And they hit her back.
She was down with it?
Yeah. She's like, I don't know if I want to do it, blah, blah. I was like, just message them. Let's see what's going on. She messaged them, they messaged her back. And then I don't know, she said something fell off or some weird thing happened where they didn't talk to her.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then a couple weeks later, she said, hey, I've been posting us on TikTok, our relationships on our phone calls, and I've been posting me going to see you at the jail and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, and Love After Lockup hit me up. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, what'd they say? She's like, well, they want to talk to me. I'm like, no way. I'm like, yo, and I'm thinking yeah, she's on bullshit. She's just fucking with me. And then sure enough, I got a letter from Love After Lockup saying, hey, this is what we want to do. We're going to talk to the jail. This is what's going on. I get pulled into the counselor's office. Hey, you got to sign this. This is a press release. We're not letting them come here, but this is a press release that we have to sign in front of me so I can send back to them. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. And then she's like, hey, we need you to call the producers. So I start calling the producers, talking to them, getting it all orchestrated. And I was like, it's on. And I'm telling people on the yard, yo, I'm about to be on TV. And they're like, nah, whatever, bro. Yeah. They're like, nah, it's not real. And my homeboy comes over, and I'm talking to producers. I got the phone like this. My homeboy's listening too. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to start filming tomorrow. And then, I have my homeboy, my other homeboy, and 4 other people holding lines in the spot for me for the phone. And so I'm getting on the phone. I'm getting off. I'm hanging up. I'm running back, taking this full spot, getting on the phone again, so we can film these scenes, right? And we can get this edit real quick.
That's how you did it?
Yeah. And I'm getting all these scenes for the producers and shit. And my homeboys are going out to the yard bro, this fool's really gonna be on the show. It's crazy.
Were other cellmates, or not cellmates, were other inmates hating that you were doing the phone switching thing?
Yeah, for sure.
There's always gonna be haters.
But yeah, in prison, bro. There's a popularity contest, 100% in prison. All right, and if you're in the crowd, you pretty much can get away with murder. Okay. If you're not in the crowd, you're on the next to get X'd out for sure.
Yeah.
If you're in the crowd and you do something wrong, bro, you fucking idiot. What is wrong with you?
Damn.
All right. If you're not in the crowd, you do something wrong, well, 3 people are about to come knock on your door.
Right.
And you're going to never do that again.
Facts.
And so, I had a good rapport, and I had a little bit of influence while I was in there. So I spoke for some people, and I was doing good. And, but yeah, I was on the phone all the time, and it spread through the whole yard. I had my papers out and everything, bro, it's going to be on TV. I have dudes who got out months before me and months after me who are on my social media all the time. Bro, you fucking are on TV. I'm watching you right now. I'm like, cool. I know, bro. It's fucking, and they're out there doing good, and they're sitting there talking to the other homeboys in prison. Actually, we just went to Twin Peaks, and I ran into a CO who used to be at the prison with me. Wow. And I just saw him hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's up, man? You watching the show? Because my homeboy said, bro, even the cops are stopping and be like, yo, this fool was in here. And I was like, damn, that's sick. But he's like, no, I seen you on TikTok and shit. I know that you're doing good, man. I'll see you later. And he left. But my homeboys are telling me right now, like when my show comes on, the whole pod shuts down. Like, hey, fucking Mike's on TV. Jersey Mike's on TV. Let's go.
That's lit. Dude, so when it pops up, like when the show airs,
Yeah.
do you sit down and watch it?
So I got a DVR. I'll be honest with you. I work, so I got a DVR. So I go back and I watch it at nighttime with my mom.
Okay,
and like
you keep up with it though.
I keep up with it. Like we do like a family movie night, popcorn. I go to my mom's house because she's got DirecTV. I don't got DirecTV. I got streaming.
I'm sure that like when you go back and watch it, it's different from when like you said this stuff.
Oh, it's killed the show for me.
And you're like, damn, why did they made me seem a certain way type shit, you know?
I mean,
well, you didn't look crazy.
No,
She
no,
looked
no,
crazy.
Yeah,
She's the one like I was like, you know what? I don't even know her, and I kind of hated her already. Like, it's just the things that she was like really conniving. No, well, I don't know if she's, but she was very conniving, and then she acted like a little girl still. Like, oh, if I don't get this, I'm gonna get my tantrums and I'm a bitch about it. You know, like she was like a little girl, like literally a girl stuck in that body. Well, you know, like
I know exactly.
she has
what
the
you mean.
mentality
Yeah,
of a little
she's
girl.
immature.
That, very mature, and she wanted like, oh, I want this, you know, the car and this and that, you know, but you can't even afford it. Like, how can you want this when priority is supposed to be like your stuff, you know, not put yourself on that. But I think she was just immature. She was very immature, and it was like, yeah, she was the villain in that show.
And and when we were filming, she kept saying they're making me out to be the villain, and I kept trying to tell her, I was like, they're not making you out to be the villain. They're looking at what's going on, and they're filming reality. Yeah. All right, you just don't like how it's being portrayed because you have to look in the fucking mirror.
Right. Yeah.
That's the whole thing. No one likes to get told, hey, you're a fucking asshole. Well, guess what, bro? You're an asshole. That's just what it is.
That's funny, dude.
But like what you're saying, so I want to clear something up. You said about debt. Listen, so 100% Kaylee opened a card for me, right? 100% she maxed it out and left it maxed out for 3 months. And I went from 700 credit to 448.
Bro, speak on that. That's
all right.
A big jump.
So I went to 448 when I got out, all right? A month prior to my getting out, she told me about this credit card. All right, she told me about the fact that she had it maxed out, she couldn't pay it. I didn't know what my credit score was, but she said she used the card and she couldn't pay it back. My mother sent her $250 to pay off the card. All right, and as you guys saw in my post, the card didn't get paid till the month I got out.
Yeah.
So she took the $250.
Blew it.
We did whatever the fuck she did with it. And then right when I got out, before she handed me the card and gave me the access to the app, she came up with the money and paid it.
That fucks your credit up, though.
It does. It doesn't matter if it's $20, $10. If you just let that shit sit on your credit, it dings it every time. Yeah. I just used a Kohl's card to buy him school clothes.
Right.
And I used it, and I used it on the day my credit reports.
Yeah.
So it dinged me 15 points. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, I just paid this thing back, but I used it like on the day it reports instead of like the day after. Right, so it dinged me. Any little usage of credit that's not paid back is going to ding you. And I dropped so much on credit that like, ain't nobody can give me a loan for nothing.
Yeah. So when she said too that she put herself also in debt because of you, that she spent $42K?
Yeah, she said she spent $42K.
Right.
Is that true?
Okay, so when I was locked up, she kept telling me, I'm having problems, I'm in debt, I can't afford all this stuff, I was like, okay, so what's your debt? One time I finally got her to come clean and tell me, like, listen, I have $9,000 in credit card debt before I got out. $9,000 in credit card debt, $15,000 for a car loan, all right? At the time, she had a Journey, which you guys saw her pick me up in. Yeah. And she had, I think it was like $20-something thousand in student loan debt that she never finished the school. She just kind of like gave up halfway through because of a math class. If I'm paying $22,000 for a loan, I'm fucking finishing that math class. I don't give a fuck what it takes. If I got to AI that shit, I'm gonna figure this shit out. Yeah. I'm not paying $22,000 to fail school for a math.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
And then she had other bills like so one bill she has right now is like $3,000 or $2,500 for APS
Okay.
because she racked up a $3,000 APS bill, and before she moved from the apartment to the house, she never paid it back.
Wait, what?
She never paid it back because she didn't have to because she opened up the APS for the new house in my name.
Huh?
And so the APS, and I told her, I was like, that's fine, open it up in my name. She's like, well, I'm not going to pay that bill. So she still owes APS, and she couldn't get an account in her name. She had to have somebody else. Like, when I took my name off the bill and she had to open up the APS bill, she had to have somebody else go open up the bill because she couldn't do it.
Dude, she has some weird logic because, like, she racks up all this debt under your name and then proceeds to tell you that it's your debt, it's your responsibility. At the end of the day, if she doesn't fucking pay it, you are left with it. Yeah.
Well, listen.
That's so messed up if you're married.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. Like, you know what I mean?
She was never taught financial literacy. So with the APS bill, like, our bill went up to like $1,700, never paid the whole time it was on. And then I finally talked to her, and she's like, I'll pay $1,100. I was like, yo, there's still $600 left over.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she's like, well, I put a $500 deposit down, and I wouldn't have had to do it in my name. Right, but if you put a $500 deposit down, when you pay the bill, they give the $500 back. That's how the deposit works.
Right.
If you don't pay the bill, they keep the money.
Exactly.
And she's like, no, I had to put a $500 deposit down. A deposit means you get the money back if you pay your bill. I mean, that's what a deposit is.
Right.
No, that's not what it is. And it got to the point that we argued so much about it that I just went and paid the $647. I was like, here, APS, boom. I was like, yo, this is not my bill. This is what's going on. Da 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 da. I'm not gonna pay you $647. I'll just give you like $150 a month, whatever, until it's done. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, but don't ding my credit anymore. Don't ding nothing anymore. Just let me pay my bill. Like, cool. And me and APS worked it out because they understood the situation. All right. But if you don't know that a deposit is something you get back if you pay your bill, you shouldn't have any bills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're at 6:51 right now. We're doing good.
What? Hey, babe. Hey, man. Dude, I'm telling you. People have been wanting to hear what you have to say. Like, even before, like, I messaged you about doing the interview,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh, shit, I have his actual page on my timeline. I was like, I mean, closed mouths don't get fed, so
Right.
I'll message him. You know what I'm saying? He's a regular dude, you know what I mean? I didn't think that you were going to really hit me up back, you know?
I try to respond. So unless it's some girl saying, hey, oh my God, you're handsome or you're fine, I try to respond to most people. Like, I have a lot of people hit me up like, hey, my man's getting out of prison. What can I do for him? Give him space. I just told the dudes in prison, they're like, hey, what do I got to do to my girl to like get her to understand? I was like, you need to tell her that you need 6 months to figure yourself out.
Right, exactly.
You might be in a relationship and you might not go fuck nobody else, but you need 6 months to be selfish to figure yourself out before you can do anything for her.
Yo.
And that's just what it is. And if she can't respect that, then it might not be meant to be. But if she respects that, I would hold that girl forever.
You think that's what you needed?
To do.
I 100% needed that. Listen, my homeboy Jacob, like, he could tell you he was there and she's sitting there like trying to dump the world on me. Well, you say when you get out, you figure it out. Right. I haven't even stood up yet. Give me a second. I got to get on my feet. I got to figure this out.
All say is like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, you think it's just going to be like, boom, fairy tale?
Right. I've been out for a year and I'm barely to the point to where, like, you know what? My bills are paid. I'm moving into my spot. My job's good. My car's good. I've got everything on point to where everything's moving. And I still have hurdles that I got to run. Like, you know, like, oh, the washer and dryer broke. Now I got to get a new washer and dryer.
That's normal.
Right. And there's still things that I'm still trying to figure out. And I still run through like, yo, I feel like sometimes I'm doing too much because I'm doing school and work. And I feel overwhelmed. But I'm overcoming those hurdles. But I'm a year out barely figuring out like, yo, this is my lane. Kind of figured it out.
Right.
As long as I keep going here, I'm doing good. But it took me a year to get to that point. You can't expect that from me. You can't expect from anyone on day one.
Yeah.
You mentioned the car, the BMW.
Okay, so look, this is the BMW story.
She had receipts, my friend. That's what I want to speak about.
Okay, cool.
I sent those to you, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Explain.
All right. So look, I bought a BMW. All right.
Okay.
I had money. We all know I had money, right?
Uh-huh.
I wanted a nice car. So I grabbed $4,000 and I was like, yo, I'm gonna find me a Beamer or a Mercedes or something, just an older one,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have me one. Because when I got arrested, I had a Beamer. I had a 525i. So I was like, yo, I want to go right back to having a fucking Beamer.
Right.
That's what I want. And I was like, I've been locked up. I deserve this shit.
Right.
So Kaylee helped me find it. It was like some old company car that like passed the 10 years that they had it or whatever, and they wanted to get rid of it.
Okay.
So I was like, cool. And like it was in good condition. Everything was good except for like it needed some new shocks because they put aftermarket shocks on. And, aftermarket shit sometimes
Of course.
is fucked up. So everything was good and like super nice Beamer, ran good, everything. And then one day the check engine light came on. All right. And I was like, fuck. I was like, it's going to cost way more to fix this thing. Whatever it is, it's a Beamer. Like, it's going to cost a ridiculous amount of money to fix it. It's not worth it. Let's just go find a new car. But I didn't even go get it looked at by a mechanic.
Okay.
So I started looking at Facebook Marketplace. I found the Chevy, which she posted up, that said, hey, listen, I'll just trade you straight across for the Beamer. And the Chevy only had like 2,000 miles on it.
Oh,
And
shit.
it was a salvaged car, but I was like, yo, it's a 2019 salvaged Chevy with 2,000 miles. And he's willing to trade for this Beamer that's got $100,000 on it. I was like, I'm winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I have a car reliable that's going to get me to work.
Right.
I mean, and that's all I need right now. Like the Beamer thing was out because it fucked up.
Yeah.
And so when I got the Beamer, and I was trying to ask her, like, yo, will you go meet this dude and trade the car? Like, the car's at your house. I didn't have it at the halfway house yet. I mean, I already had the check engine light on, so I just left it at her house. And she tried to meet him. He didn't go through, whatever. So I stayed at the house. And then I told my mom, I was like, yo, I need to get a car. I have to get a car. And I was like, my credit's fucked up. I can't get a car. So my mom was like, yo, I got you. I'll buy you a car. But what you need to do is sell the Beamer. Give me the money you get for the Beamer. And then whatever else, you can pay me back. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. Just pay me back eventually.
Right.
Get on your feet. But I'm going to make sure you get a car so you can go to work.
Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom really helped me out. And so my mom put $10,000 down, bought me a car. All right. Now, I took the Beamer to a mechanic because now I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to get as much money as I can from it. He's like, man, it's just a sensor. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's just a camshaft sensor. He's like, it's right here. It's on the front. It's one bolt. It's $50 part. I'm like, yo.
Bruh.
I'm like, if I would have just thought about it instead of trying to move so fast and I just done it, it's $50. I would have been good. It wouldn't have been a whole issue, right?
We were trying to make sure everything was in place.
Right. So, and I was like, okay. So I ordered the part, had the part sent to Kaylee's house. I set up a time with my son, like, yo, I'm going to pick you up. We're going to go to the house. We're going to change this part out together. A little fun father-son thing, everything. And then she messaged me one day. She's like, hey, I'm going to get a new Jeep. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, well, the AC in my car is broke, so I'm going to get a new Jeep. I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, how are you getting a new Jeep? You don't have any fucking money. She said, well, I'm trading in your Beamer. Wait, hold on. What do you mean you're trading in my Beamer?
For down payment?
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to trade in your Beamer. I was like, what? She's like, well, it's just sitting there, and I need it out of my car. I was like, yo, listen, I'll get it out of your garage. I'll have my mom come get it. And then when I get a time to sell it, I'll sell it, whatever it is, and I'll give my mom the money. Because I've already come up with the deal with my mom. I'm not going to go back on that. Whether it takes me 6 months or 3 months or whatever it is to sell the Beamer,
Yeah.
I'm going to sell it. I'm going to give the money to my mom because she helped me out. I mean, and that's just what it is. She's like, well, I'm already at the dealership. I was like, what do you mean you're at the dealership? So we called back and forth a couple times. And then she sold the Beamer, signed the papers, whatever, traded in for the car, and then told me, she's like, well, if you don't want me to do it, I won't do it. You already did it. What the fuck you mean? You already did it. I mean,
You told her you didn't want her to do it, right?
right. I was like, yo, listen. I was like, how are you going to give me the money to give my mom? She's like, oh, well, they're only going to give me $3,000, so I'll give you $3,000 to give to your mom. I was like, no, I 100% get 4 to 6 right now for it. I've had somebody on Facebook Marketplace offer me 5, and I haven't even fixed the part yet. They said they'll come get it with the fucked up part. And she's like, well, I'll give you 4 for it. I'm like, okay. My mom sees the Jeep like a week later. She's like, how'd y'all get a Jeep? I was like, oh, Kaylee, tell my mom how you got a Jeep. And I walked out the room. I'm like, I'm going to feed you to the wolves. Here you go.
Dude,
I don't want
girl
no
does
part
not
of it.
Play, dude.
No, my mom was.
She does not play.
That's exactly why I just walked out the room. Here you go.
She's I love her for that because she just like straight up tells you like what it is, bro. I was just like, damn, I would not want to be in a pickle with her, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Kaylee basically, when she posted those receipts that I sent you, so when it showed that you said it was okay to sell it, that was from the first.
That was for the first sell.
When that didn't go through.
Right. It didn't go through.
okay, so she's making it seem like you let her sell it for herself, but really it was supposed to be sold to pay your mom back.
Well, the first time it was supposed to be sold to get me a car, but that car
Right.
didn't go through, and then it was supposed to be
Right.
sold to pay my mom for the car that my
But
mom.
Either way, for your situation, not for her.
Right, 100%. It had nothing to do with her
That's
getting a new car.
So, dude, she's doing everything. I don't care what she says, dude. She's doing everything she can to like clear what she's done here, and that's not fair, dude. Like most of the comments I see about this situation is a lot of females saying, "Oh, well, that's just what every man's done to every female since the end of time." I'm like, does not make it okay.
No, it doesn't. No.
Men's mental health matters too, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to have you here today, because it's not to bash her. It's really just to
Clearing the air. This is
clear
how
the
it
air
is.
with true facts, and dude, everything you're saying is lining up and making sense completely right now.
Right.
Which is like, it's just crazy when I'm digesting this stuff, bro.
So yeah, my mom talked to her, and she's like, you just threw me to your mom. Da, da, da. I was like, you sold the Beamer. I ain't got nothing fucking to do with me. I made a deal with my mom. You made me look bad, so you can go ahead and deal with that shit. I'm not dealing with my mom. And my mom was like, so what are we gonna do about this? So what I did was, my mom switched everything to my name, gave me the title and everything. I was like, here, mom. I gave my mom the title back.
Right.
And everything. I was like, you just hold the title until I pay you. Like, I don't even want it. Like, it's not my car or whatever. And she's like, well, and because honestly, at that time, I was working for a company where I was making like $500 take home a week. I mean, it's not enough, but I was living at a halfway house, so it was a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I started giving my mom as much money as I could every single time. And my mom's fully paid off now. I own my car. But I made sure to dip out of myself and put me in a fucked up spot where I barely had what I needed to pay my mom. And my mom was cool about it, but I felt like I needed to do that because the thing that I told my mom didn't work out. And I pride myself on my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what I got to do it. I'm going to do it.
Right. Yeah.
And so that whole thing ended up working out. The car got paid. Everything's good. She got her car, whatever. But the crazy thing is I found out later on, after the air was cleared, that her brother went down there to co-sign for the car. So she didn't need the Beamer. And her baby daddy, her oldest daughter, his dad, gave her the money for the down payment.
Then what happened with the car?
She just used it as extra money off her loan.
Bro, that's so dirty. That makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because is okay. I cannot really understand, but like, okay, you sell the car for the down payment because that's the only way you can get the car. But you already had money to get the car. She just used that to help out with that
to
is
lower her monthly payments, right? Just to make them more lower.
That's so messed up, bro.
Yeah.
This is just getting worse.
Bro, and like it gets worse. Like she posted something about a police report recently that she filed against me, right? So everybody's seen the post that I posted. When a girl treats you right, you treat her right. And there was rope in there. All right? There was rope in there, and there's no secret. I'm into BDSM. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? If I'm 100%, I'm gonna tie the chick up,
That was a
and
secret to me. Yeah.
I'm gonna tie the chick up, and I'm the man in the relationship. This is what it is. I'm gonna run in this whole show.
And she was cool with that too.
And she was cool with it. And if you watch the first season of Love During Lockup, it says, "Hey, we're sexaholic," and the opening credit is her next to a bunch of BDSM toys.
Oh my god!
If you go back and watch it,
It
it says, "Hey, we're sexaholics," and it shows all these other toys.
I remember now.
I remember that.
Dude,
I need to
that's
go back.
crazy. Okay,
Okay, so look,
after the rope.
right. So I go over to the house on my first overnight, right? Bring the rope, whatever. One thing leads to another. This, that, and the other. And then I leave, and she sends me like messages the next day that are like, "Hey baby, I had this fun, da da da," and like making jokes about like all the things we did, and like I'm not responding really to her, whatever. She's sending me messages and everything, and then she tells me she's like, she sends me a joke like, "Here lies Kaylee. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that you choked me too hard." Because I saw stars. I was like, all you had to do was stop. Tell me to stop. And she's like, no, it's okay.
The safe word.
Oh yeah, right. and then she's like a joke, like a message says, "Here lies Kaylee. She liked kinky sex so much that she died from it." Or I mean, and those aren't the exact words, but that's basically kind of what the message said. And so I have screenshots of all this. But then she went to the cops and said, hey, he choked me and beat me in the room while my kids were on the other thing trying to stop him. And he pushed my kids out of the way and some other shit. And she's like, and the funny thing is, she's like, he showed up to my house at 11 at night in an Uber. But let's get something straight. I was at a halfway house at Roosevelt RRC. All right. And if anyone goes online or calls RRC Roosevelt, they'll know that there's a curfew of 9 p.m. You can't leave past 9 p.m. All right. I don't give a fuck where you're going. You're not leaving the place at 9 p.m. So anyone can go look that up and fact check that 100%. Right. And if you do leave, 100% it's an escape. You're going to prison. Mm-hmm. All right. And she's like, oh, you went to Uber. Well, I bought my Jeep August 15th and I have it registered and I have the registration that shows I bought it August 15th. So why the fuck would I take an Uber if I have a Jeep?
Exactly.
And so I did all this, and the person that posted the stuff that she posted up, I just sent the receipts to her. I was like, hey, fact check your work before you put it up.
Yeah, there's this page. This is a girl that's like obsessed with your guys' situation. This blonde girl.
Yeah.
This account.
Yeah.
And like she's posting. I'm like, damn, like you're keeping me up to date with the hell and stuff.
Well, she posted it. That's why I told her, I was like, hey, why don't you fact check what you said? She's like, well, I just tell both sides. I was like, go ahead, fact check this. And she's like, well, look at this police report. And I was like, here you go. Here's this. And I showed her screenshots where Kaylee says, haha, we were having fun sex. And the next one says, hey, I'm going to call the cops and tell them that you choked me and you did it maliciously. I'm not going to tell them that you raped me, but I'm going to tell them that you choked me with a belt and I couldn't say anything. And the judge is going to put you in prison because because that's abuse. And I was like, yo, and I sent her the screenshots that I had. And I was like, okay, well, you go ahead and call the cops. I'm just going to show them the screenshots. Have a good day. And she went and filed the report, and a cop called me. I was like, listen, I don't know why you're calling me, but I have a lawyer, and I just want to let you know that, like, whatever you're calling me about, I have nothing to do with. Damn. And I don't even go or talk to Kaylee. Like, right now, like, I'm not going and talking to her right now because we're fighting or whatever, so I don't know what you're calling me about, and I hung up the phone.
Wow.
And then on the day she was supposed to go back to officially file the charges, never went. About a month later, the cop called her, and in the police report it says Kaylee never showed up for an interview and said she will not be pressing charges.
You know, there should be like a punishment for
100%. There should be something.
Putting bad jackets on us men and then like falling off, like, you know, having no evidence or obviously was a lie. Like, bro, that's a crime in itself. You know what it does to a man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But dude, you're I'm gonna call you Mr. Receipt.
Bro, I keep everything.
Dude, she like shot herself in the foot pretty much by texting you, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what the cops are gonna do after I tell them what I'm like. That's basically saying like I'm just gonna say a lie.
Well, not
like,
only
flat out.
Not only just keeping receipts and everything like you're saying, but like honestly, man, like so when I was in prison, I taught a lot of people. I mean, I led a group and I taught a lot of people. All right. And one main thing I taught people is be on the side of right. If you're not doing nothing wrong, all right, you might get in a fucked up situation, but it's going to figure itself the fuck out because you're in the side of right.
Yeah.
You can't come at me and be like, oh, you did this. Yeah, you know, I did that 100%, but I'm allowed to.
Right.
I mean, and then here's my credentials to say I can. You know what I mean? Right. Or you did this. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Okay, prove it. Prove I did that. Oh, here's the proof. Okay, well, here's what I have. And mine looks a little better than yours.
Dude, I just think that you'd be making these females go crazy, bro. Right. I mean, think about it. The tattoo she got.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Were you ever thinking about getting a matching one of some sort? Not of the same spot, but just like of her name.
All right, so
she said that.
I have one that wore off.
Oh, you put it on the finger?
Oh, dude, you're sly with it, dude. You put it on the inside of the finger.
They don't stay.
It's like
it comes right up. Yeah.
That too, or if it don't work out, it's not like it's in your face. Like it's kind of hidden. I like that.
The funny thing is, that's the second
season.
That's the second time Kaylee's tattooed my name. And since I've known her.
Second time?
Yeah, so she has it. She used to have it on her wrist. And when she got pregnant by the other dude, she put a rose over it.
Damn, dog.
That's the third girl I've ever met, or fourth girl I've met that's tattooed my name.
I have a lot of girls tattoo my name on them. I think I have 4 or 5 girls.
See, she's doing better than me.
We can play ya. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, I had one that this girl put my name on her ass, and her boyfriend was tripping. She was like, "You put Riddy's name on your ass."
Crazy.
I'd be cool. I'm hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, but the last thing I want to get into real quick, because I know we can't go too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
The show's still airing, you know?
It is. It's
It's
Aaron.
still
Yeah.
going on. And all you people out there watching and wanting just to know what happens next, we can't give that to you yet.
I can't give you what happens next, but 100%, if you watch this Friday, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys come to conclusions and jump to assumptions, and I mean that's all well and good. It's all fun, but if you want to know what the facts are, watch the season, finish it off, and at the end, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a tell-all. I'm gonna answer all sorts of questions.
Will you come back here as the time goes?
100%.
And update us a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the whole the reunion sit down. You know, at the end where they all sit down
Yeah.
and you guys get to talk about things finally.
Yeah.
I can't wait for yours.
Oh man.
Well, we were
That's
talking
great.
about
I
it
know you
earlier.
can't. We'll talk about that.
I don't think that. I think I'll be the only one there
Really?
out of my story. Yeah.
Out of your story? Well, I mean, yeah. Who knows? I mean, but I wouldn't be.
Question two. How long does it take you? Well, I don't know if I can ask you this. Like, took you to realize that she wasn't good for you? Because you look like you kept coming back and back. She keeps doing this, back. She keeps doing this, back. You get like how? Why were you
Okay.
just gullible? No
So-
offense.
no. So-
I don't understand this part because she's doing stuff after stuff after stuff and after stuff, and you're still right there. Like,
So the way I can answer this is the same way, like I said earlier. I really want to help people. All right, and like watching. Honestly, I took prison as a psychological evaluation. Like not for me, but for other people. I made it like a case study where I watched people. I used to write down notes on how people moved and like how their hand gestures, facial features, all sorts of things, just so I can remember it. And like I felt like, yo, Kaylee acts how I acted when I was like 12. So like maybe I could like speed up her healing process and help her. And like, you know, so I just continued to like be like, yo, I'm gonna fix her. And you know, not everybody wins when they do that, but that was my plan.
Damn, that's crazy, man. How? Okay, this is the last thing I want to know.
Okay.
This is crazy, bro. Oh man, the dynamic of your mom and her mom's relationship.
oh,
Okay.
Because you know what, I always say this: if my mom don't like my girl, well, depends on the situation. You know, then I don't know if it could work. But
Right.
mom against mom, how was that, bro? Like, I mean, your mom seemed to be riding with whatever you're doing. Like, she's supporting you. You know what I mean? With also giving you a piece of her mind. You know, letting her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is actually really dope. She's letting you, you know, figure it out with, you know, with parental stuff. You know what I'm saying? So how was it with them and dealing with them? Because that seems so stressful.
Okay, so like you said, like
you didn't kick her mom out, bro.
I didn't. I
you
just
were
said,
nice-
listen.
dude. Sorry to cut you off,
Yeah.
but when she asked you, like, did you yell at her and kick her out like that, the way the mom said you did? And then and you were like, nah, I just said it just like that, just regular. Before I actually saw the part, I was like, oh, this man's bullshit. He said something to her. He had to have. And then I saw what you actually said. I was like, what the hell, dude? Like,
No, I know what you're saying, bro. And like people ask me all the time, like, how did you stay calm? I'm like, yo, I've watched way worse things. We see people get just erased from existence and like sit there in a pool and like just of their own self. And I can't say too much because I'm on TikTok, but and so like I've seen some messed up things, and like so like people yelling ain't a problem for me, or people getting mad, whatever. But like to piggyback what you're saying is like, so yeah, if my mom doesn't like a girl, 100% I can't be with her. But also like since I was like 19, like my mom and Kaylee talked all the time. They met for Starbucks sometimes, and like they were all cool. And then, but my mom didn't like her mom because Kaylee's mom destroyed her fucking credit when she was a kid
Mm.
and ran all her shit through the mud, stole her identity,
Right.
all that shit. And Kaylee admits it. She talks about it and everything. And so my mom didn't respect her for that. And like her mom, my mom not liking her mom, like I don't give a fuck if you guys like each other. Like whether you guys like each other, it doesn't affect me or anything I got going on.
Right.
It's just like, cool, you don't like this person, I'm not gonna put you guys in the same room. Or if you guys can be in the same room, that's cool. Just don't fight around me. Like that's the whole thing. Like it was like Kaylee brought it to the extreme, like, oh, they can't be together. This is this. It's gonna be a problem. I'm like, it's really not that big of an issue. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't like a lot of people, but I
Yeah.
don't have to fight with everyone I don't like. I just
Exactly.
don't have to talk to them. It's very simple, and I'm pretty sure my mom is mature enough to do that, and apparently, you know, Kaylee's mom wasn't mature enough to do that. But that's just what it is.
Damn, dude, Michael. Oh man, hey, salute to you, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna give you your flowers, bro, on just how you handled everything.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you're handling life out of prison now. You know what I mean? Like you're going through the motions that everyone has to go through. You know what I'm saying? You might have to work a little harder to get to where you want. You know now, but you know you're doing it. You know no one's perfect, but you know you came on here and said your piece without really having to slander the other party. You know, and you know I know that's kind of hard to do. You know, with all the stuff going on online and people saying this and that. Salute to you, bro. You're a good guy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
and patience. Because I don't have no
A
patience.
lot of patience. I bet you learned that in prison, huh?
Yeah, man. Listen, prison is Groundhog's Day, and you're just constantly waiting for something. You're waiting for chow. You're waiting for like your TV show to come on. You're waiting for the rec move. You're just waiting all the fucking
For
time.
everything.
So like when you come out, people are like, "Oh, my food hasn't been out in 5 minutes." I'm cool. It's all right. It's all good. Or hey, I mean, like I tell people all the time. People out here, they're like, "Oh, well, I didn't have my coffee this morning. I woke up late. What time did you wake up? 7, bro. I'm up at 3 a.m. How the fuck you wake up at 7? I'm up at 3 a.m. I did yoga. I ate my breakfast. I drank coffee. I already on my second coffee. I got a Red Bull in the car, and I'm on my way to work. How the fuck you just getting up? No wonder you're sitting there like I can't get anything done.
Right.
You've been asleep for 4 hours.
Right. Bro, I'll be up at like 5:36 every day.
Yeah.
You know, get my day started early.
I think I 4:30 me because I have to get ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
better you get up early than by the time most people are taking their lunch break, you're already done your whole day's activities.
True that.
Yeah.
Last little question. Would you ever do this again?
Yeah, you
The
will.
show?
No, the girl.
This show,
Oh, listen. I'm gonna say
for that shit.
I'm gonna say for you and for TikTok and anyone who's listening, I will do Big Brother all fucking day.
Ooh.
If Big Brother
Big
calls
Brother.
me, I will go. I want to be on that show. I love that show.
Big Brother, man. I remember when that first started. Yeah, Big Brother's legit.
Yeah, I would go on Big Brother. I would go on.
Well, you should go to Love
Yeah.
Island.
See, a lot of people said that I should go to Love Island.
Island, you mean?
Ten-
No, but Love Island is better. That was more like
I'm-
more viral right now.
I'm in. If reality TV calls, I'm here. Let's go. If y'all want to follow me around again, let's go. I got a whole house. You can come. You don't need to worry about permissions to go places. I know enough people that own enough things. We can get this done. We can have
Oh,
some
that's
real fun.
amazing, man. That's good. That's what's up, man. Well, man, hey, I appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Nah,
You know,
thank
giving
you for
us
having me,
some
man.
Time and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and being a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, go show some support to this man. You know what I'm saying? And you
Hell
guys
yeah, I
got any
appreciate
gigs? Hit him up, man. You know, this guy's he's the truth.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for having me. Hell yeah, here. Everybody say hi real quick. Hey, what's up?
Icon Radio, let's get it. Yee!
Big Icon Radio. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all be blessed. Everything's good. Remember to help somebody, pay it forward, all right? Like.
Yes. It's your boy.